What do we got here? Jackie, it's an exciting time to be alive if you love nutrition science. New things every day. Yes, correct. So here's the thing. It's an exciting time to be alive if and only if you're not an asshole. Right? That's all there is to it. It's an exciting time to be alive for nutrition science if you're not an asshole. And you can literally just look at the screen and be like, I am genuinely telling you that I would be considered very, very knowledgeable in health and wellness, very knowledgeable in biochemistry, very knowledgeable in nutrition, very knowledgeable in fitness, right? We're 77 weeks into these, and you guys keep coming back and keep listening. I did the calculation the other day. I've done over 890 custom nutrition plans. I know some shit, right? Compared to the average Joe. The truth is, I know nothing, and I am quite certain that 10 to 20 years down the line, I'm going to be going, oh my God, 20 years ago, I said X. I can't believe I said that. New science has shown that that was complete and utter nonsense. I don't know how I'm even still alive right now, right? The same way that doctors not very long ago, like 60 years ago, used to smoke cigarettes in the office while treating their patients. Let me check your blood pressure, sir. Let me just smoke this Camel while I check your blood pressure. Let me grab your balls. Now I'm going to keep smoking this cigarette. This is good. Oh, you have asthma? Why don't you try this? Here, take a puff, take a drag of this, Mr. Johnson. Take a drag of the cigarette for your asthma. Right? These are true stories, everybody. They literally used to give cigarettes for asthma. So when you think about it, it's very exciting to be alive in a time like of nutrition science. But for example, there's these guys running around like Layne Norton, like the ultimate fucking douchebag of the internet, right? That are just like evidence-based science, evidence-based nutrition, epidemiology. And they're so stuck in their ways and they just want to fight and be online digital trolls. I can't stand it. I wish that we could have real life fights over nutrition debates. That'd be way easier to sort out, right? The alphas of the group. I'd sign up for that all day, right? But it's just, you have to be willing to just be like, no, I don't know what we're talking about here. I don't know. I know nothing about the gut microbiome. I'll tell you that. Like, guys, I did uBiome stool sample testing when uBiome was a startup looking for funding. Nobody even knew what a microbiome test was. I had a Ketonics breath meter that I plugged in to a USB port. I don't even know how many years ago. This thing isn't even made anymore. It's like looking at the first Apple computer from 1970, whatever, right? It's this archaic thing that sometimes turned on, sometimes didn't. And I'd measure the acetone in my breath to see if I was in ketosis. I was doing blood draws on my fingers when ketone strips were still $8 a piece. There was no Keto Mojo back then, right? So I'm literally like, taking stool samples, measuring ketone levels. I'm exploring nootropics. I'm measuring them by the gram. I'm taking racetams and paracetams and taking all these drugs and exploring MCT to the point where I've literally lost complete control of bowel movements, like because I've had too much MCT. Like, I've been at this for a long time, you guys. You have no idea what my body has been through, right? And I can tell you definitively that there is going to be a whole bunch of shit that I've told you that probably at some point is going to turn out to not be the best thing to tell you, right? From the beginning of Clovis, I've been like, load up on leafy green vegetables, load up on leafy green vegetables. Then all of a sudden we're talking about oxalates and people eating the carnivore diet and curing lupus. What? You see what I'm saying here? But the thing is, people get stuck. They get, I know X. I lift heavy things and I go and I do a 5-day-a-week split, and Monday's chest and biceps, and Tuesday's back and triceps, and I eat oatmeal every morning, and I eat brown rice, and I'm fat now, and I just can't figure it out because I used to be jacked. Now I'm fat. I'm just going to keep doing the same thing, right? And then now you're just a fat guy because you won't change your mind or you won't figure out cutting edge science, right? Like, it's a beautiful time to be alive for nutrition science. That's a great comment, Jackie. Like, it is a super exciting time to be alive if you're pumped about nutrition science, if you're pumped about biochemistry, if you're pumped about learning these things, right? But the thing is, the other thing that we're finding and untangling is we now live in the age of the internet, which means a lot of stuff is coming out of the woodworks, like the files that were found in Ansel Keys's basement on studies that he never published showing that fat is a superfood, right? All these things that were purposefully hidden. Everybody knows about the article of the sugar industry paying off scientists to say that fat causes heart disease instead of sugar causing heart disease. All these things are now out in the open. We know the food pyramid is nonsense. We know the Eat Lancet Global Dietary Guidelines came out. It took like 48 hours before every expert worth their weight came out and destroyed it. This is complete bullshit. This is Kraft and whoever else swooping in, Kellogg swooping in to give you nonsense information. So we now live in the age of the internet as well, where all the bullshit is getting untangled, right? We learn things a lot faster now. So it's a super exciting time, but we're also finding that the last 3 decades of textbooks in medical school are complete and utter nonsense. And literally less than 30% of all prescribed medicine is actually evidence-based. Less than 30%. You walk into a conventional medicine doctor's office, your primary care physician's office, and you get any treatment, you have above a 70% chance that the treatment you're getting has no scientific evidence backing it up whatsoever. That's a real statistic, everybody. So it's just this kind of funny thing, you know? I don't know if that was very doom and gloom, but I mean, it's a super exciting time to be alive. I love it. New science coming out all the time. And we really don't know a whole lot. Right? I know how to get people super healthy based on what I know now, but that's also going to change. Now, what I can promise you is that this attitude that I have is not going anywhere. This is never going to change, right? I am a musician who wanted to be healthier, who had a niece who was born terminally ill, broke my brain, broke my fucking heart, right? And I said, I got to figure some stuff out. This is crazy. And I set out and I figured things out, and I'm proud of that. Right? I started Clovis, guys. I built a world, this whole little world, right? I'd log on to Facebook every day and there's a whole little world going on, whether I'm there or not. You guys don't need me for Clovis to run, right? It does its own thing. It's unbelievable. But I'm always going to have this humility. I'm always going to have it because I'm a musician, guys. My bachelor's degree is in songwriting. You see what I mean? So it's like, to me, this is all just gravy. The fact that I have Clovis, the fact that I'm healthy and I have a health company and I get to use my own products and like help people, that's all a gift to me. So why am I going to sit here and be like, my way is the only way, right? This is an exciting time to be alive because I started a company and invented a product in my kitchen, and I can ship it all across the US inside of 2 days, and I can do AMAs with you guys from my kitchen. What? Why would I be serious enough to be like, my name is Justin Nault. I am the #1 health and wellness expert in the world. Everything I know is true. You should never question me. Everything I say is always accurate. And if somebody challenges me, well, they're a dummy. And I'm evidence-based. And I've done all the research. Right? I've done a lot of weird impressions this episode. But anyway, I mean, it's true. I mean, why am I going to get dogmatic about this stuff? I'm never going to be dogmatic. It's crazy, right? All right, let's look at some comments. Bro, hire me as a personal chef. Let's go. I'm telling you right now, if you guys make Clovis super successful, a personal chef is going to be one of the first hires I do. I'm not even kidding. Like, definitely. A driver, a car with Wi-Fi. That's #1. A driver and a car with Wi-Fi. And then, well, personal assistant's probably #1. These are my choices. If I ever get rich, ladies and gentlemen, I will hire a personal assistant. I will hire a driver in a car that has Wi-Fi, and I'll hire a personal chef. And that's it. And I'll never do laundry again. I hate laundry. I don't hate laundry. I hate folding and putting away laundry. That's it. Little tidbit about Justin. All right, let's hit some of these comments, then we'll wrap it up for the night. What do we got here? I try hard not to be. Yes, Jackie, that is big. And that's a big thing for me too, because sometimes I giggle. Jackie, you and I have talked about this a lot personally, but like sometimes I look at the groups and some people get awfully saucy and awfully pushy about their opinions and trying to, no, this is not allowed on Clovis. How dare you? You left a comment that's kind of wrong about Clovis. Rah! I'm like, listen, yo, if I'm not yelling at people, you don't get to fucking yell about people about my protocol that I created. Okay? No. You don't get to do that. This stuff drives me nuts. You don't get to be mean to other people because they slipped up and got something wrong, right? Somebody posts a food that's not approved in Clovis Academy, and all these Clovis people want to jump on there. This isn't approved. Congratulations. Don't be a dick, right? What are we doing here? I invented the protocol. Why am I not mad at them and you are? Ego check, everybody, right? It's super, super important to not get stuck in your ways either. Don't run around being a dogmatic Clovis asshole and making me look bad, because that's not how I live my life, you know? We're trying to bring people into the fold and help them. We're not trying to prove that we're right. We're trying to help others. If you truly adopt a Clovis lifestyle, you are living in service of others. That's just the way that it goes. I spend the vast majority of my waking hours in the service of others. And that is not a humble brag. That's just the fucking facts, right? I choose to live my life that way. I love it. I love this work. Okay. So it's a journey. The goal is never perfection. The goal is always improvement, never perfection. We help people improve. We help people become the best version of themselves. That's it. Okay. No dogma from the Clovis end either. Okay.